Hello, welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's we're hunting through, looking for those alphabet 10p's, which are so tricky to find. Ideally we want some 2019 dated ones, because we've never completed the 2019 book. We have so far got A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L and M, N, O, P, R, T, U, V and X. So any of those last six will be very welcome finds, but the 2019s are so low minted and hard to get your hands on, and we've been going for so long trying to complete that book. We've started our third 2018 book. These are a little bit more common, but still very, very tricky to get your hands on. So far we've got A, E, F, G, H, I, K and M, N, Q, P, S, T, V, X and Y. So let's get into these bags and see what we might find today. Okay then, whilst the coin hunt is ongoing, I'm going to be going through some of the comments recently left on my videos. If you get a random like and love from me on one of your comments but no response, it's probably because I've taken a screenshot of it and I put it in my little data bank to answer in these future videos. So if you do have a Q&A question, just leave it on any of my videos, and I scroll through on a weekly basis pulling out ones to put towards these Q&A videos. We're going to start with Stefan Moss, who says, "People will search for your hoard one day. It'll be like one of the Hobbit dwarf kingdoms." This did make me chuckle, the idea that there's lots of these, like, I don't know, the Sutton Hoo hoard that was found that was really exciting because it was really like historical significance. There's some amazing stuff in it. All of these amazing hoards. It makes me think maybe I should, as I'm shuffling off my Mortal Coil, have all my coins hidden underground somewhere, and yeah, I said in 1,000 years people will be searching for the Christopher Collects hoard. I think it's a neat idea. Michael Fallis says, "Ever think about cashing in your Christopher Ironsides and 2019 clunkers and maybe buying some silver commemoratives?" I've thought about it on and off. I quite like my Christopher Ironsides now. I know they're only worth face value. They're not really worth keeping, but because they're called Christopher and I'm called Christopher, I decided to start keeping them, and now I've got a ridiculous amount of them. But there's also that element of, I've spent all this time collecting them. Do I want to just get rid of them? I think there are a couple of things where if I was able to purchase at a decent price, I might cash in my Christopher Ironsides and purchase particular coins with them, but I'm not going to reveal what they are because otherwise the temptation will be too real for me to go and purchase them. But if some of these things come my way, I'm not sure I'd be able to resist the temptation. So yeah, back of my mind, potentially in the future I could always do that. Right, Lee says, "If you find a coin in a later stage of your book that is in better condition than a coin you already have in your book, do you swap the newly found better condition coin in the book?" As a general rule, I don't do that, purely because otherwise I would spend so much of my time comparing and contrasting. Is this one slightly better than this one? This one's got a nicer reverse, but the obverse on it isn't as good, so which one do I want to keep in the book? Blah, 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 blah. The only instances where that's not the case is if I have one that is really gross, and that's the only one I found in the hunt and is new for the book. I think I had a gold ball a while ago that was a really grubby gold ball, or a Guy Fawkes £2 coin that was really grubby, but that was the first one I found and the first one I put into my book. So if I do find a better one later on and I remember to swap them out, I do swap those out, but only if they are like in really terrible condition. If they're just in passable circulating condition, then no, I don't tend to swap coins in and out of the books. Right, it's Jesse Coins says, "Why isn't the Churchill coin getting its own release, and is this the first time that it's happened?" I can't think of another time in recent years at least where a coin in the annual coin set has not had its own individual release. So the start of this year we had the annual coins released, and they had all those different commemoratives, like there was the Buckingham Palace one, the Team GB 50p, the RNLI 50p, the National Gallery £2 coin, and the Winston Churchill £2 coin. Now all of those other coins have then later throughout the year had their own individual release with silver proofs and individual BU coins and all the other bits and pieces, but the rumour going around the mill was that the Churchill coin would not have its own individual release, so the only way to get it was to go into was to buy that annual coin set, which potentially it's a marketing strategy to sell annual coin sets, but I don't think they need to increase the sales of annual coin sets because they always tend to perform pretty well. So I don't really know the answer, is my answer at least. It's a bit bizarre. I'm not quite sure why that's the case when the Romans are churning out so many coins. Why have they decided not to do this one? I'm not entirely sure, but if you have a thought in the comments, then do let us know. I did think, well, the other thing I did think potentially was that it would be released as part of a D-Day set, so you'd have the D-Day 50p and the Churchill ones together, but that turned out not to be the case, so I don't really know. It was a bizarre one, I will agree. Right, Marion's Malden says, "Hi Christopher, you said you visited the Royal Mint on the 6th of June and had a great day. So, I have been living in England now for 26 years and never visited the Royal Mint till today. We made the effort and drove with husband and son to visit the Mint and had a really great day, so thank you for mentioning it. I'm really glad you enjoyed it. And I've said many times that even if you don't have an interest in coins, if you're interested in coins and you have people in your life that aren't interested in coins, I still think the Royal Mint is a really good day out. It's fascinating stuff. If you're interested in coins, as I am, I think going on return visits again, you'll still learn new stuff. You'll get different tour guides. The tour guides are fantastic. They've all got such knowledge and experience, and different tour guides will share different nuggets of information. It's fascinating every time I go. I'm looking forward to going sometime next month to get the new Strike Your Own, which is the Team GB 50p, which would be an exciting coin to get. But yeah, I'm glad you had such a good time down there. And again, if you are watching this video and you've never been to the Royal Mint, or you have been multiple times wondering if it's worth going back again, I'd highly recommend it. Okay, Suli Mankilkoglu, I apologise if I probably mispronounced that, says, "Hi Christopher Collects, do you have 20 pence undated?" So I do not have an undated 20 pence coin in my collection yet. However, I do the Unhuntables on a fortnightly basis with fellow coin tuber and my good friend Grossy, and every 3 weeks we do, every third video we do 20p's. We focus on 2 pence coins, then 5 pence coins, 20 pence coins, then back to 2 pence coins. It just goes around in a circle, looking for undated coins, looking for NIFC coins ideally, but the undated 20p would be one of those star coins to find. So I'm hopeful eventually one of us might find an undated 20p, because that'd be a pretty cool coin to come across. H4940 says, "Christopher, can you hand on heart say that you've completed 5 books, including 5 Kew Gardens?" I'm not quite sure why the hand on heart comment is required there, but no, not 5 complete books, including the Kew Gardens that I've made. People totally aware of that, because when we come to the end of the book, the Kew Gardens 50p is the rarest commemorative 50p circulating. The chance of finding one are pretty slim, so whereas other coins like the Olympic football 50p is a rare coin in circulation, but given enough time we'll probably find one. Over the course of the year, I tend to find a few Olympic footballs, whereas a Kew Gardens, it's been knocking on 3 years now since I found one. So instead of just going through the coins and never adding that Kew Gardens 50p to the book, that's one instance where if I feel like we've done enough videos for the book and that's all we're waiting for, we'll start a new book afresh, missing the Kew Gardens. What I think I've generally done in those instances, I've done a mega 50p hunt, so a humongous amount of coins compared to what I'd normally hunt through in a 50p coin hunt. I will hunt through tons to give us the best chance of trying to find that Kew Gardens. Now, in a future book, if I find that Kew Gardens and then I find a spare Kew Gardens, I'll probably go back and fill up my collection. But I think, I can't remember what book, is it book 5 or book 6 of the 50p's? I have got 3 of those books definitely have a Kew Gardens. I found 4 Kew Gardens overall, 1 before I started making videos, and then 3 since I started making them. So those 3 Kew Gardens were put into books which are now completely complete. And I hope that answers your question on that topic. Right, Michael Looney says, "Only clean coins if you're an American. Same goes for slabbing." Not quite sure why. If you're American, you're suddenly allowed to clean coins, and you can slab coins. Again, the general rule of principle is don't clean coins, because cleaning coins will destroy any numismatic value in your coins. However, they are your coins. You can do as you wish with them. You can slab them if you really want. I don't personally like slabbing coins. I avoid it as much as possible. I see the advantage. I see why some people do it, and that's what you like doing with your coins, crack on with it. It's just not something I kind of want for my collection. And yeah, cleaning coins, I just avoid it. But if you've got a coin that's only worth 50p, or that's only worth a couple of pounds, and is really crusty and dirty and gross, then what damage are you doing? If it's already only worth face value, or if it's already got no collector's value, you can't do any more harm to its value by cleaning it. But like I said, do as you wish with your coins. Okay. Hello, I guess, is the next person. Says, hello Christopher, I was wondering if you knew or owned a silver 1 pence. There were only 2013 of them made, and were given to people born on July 22nd, 2013. Funny enough, my younger cousin has one and just started collecting coins. It's not something that I have heard of in terms of 2013 of them made and given out to people born on the 22nd of July 2013. Maybe back in 2013 that was the case. So I have got a few silver pennies. The Royal Mint have in the recent years been releasing those in sort of like, they look like the brilliant uncirculated packs, but you can get the silver pennies there. Similar to like the silver sixpences that they now release on an annual basis. So I do have a few of the years, not all of the different years. For some of the years it must be a case you'd have to buy the annual silver proof set with the definitives in it to get those silver pennies, because I'm not sure that every year they've been released as silver coins individually to people, but I'll have to look into that 2013 one, not one that I was aware of. Right though, with that being said, let's get back to the coins. Well then, unfortunately no alphabet 10p's, but some nice coins, a couple from Jersey. They're both 1992 dated, I think so. Then we've got Gibraltar Barbary Partridge, I think they're called, which is pretty cool. But then a coin I don't think I've ever found before. It's just a slightly tweaked design with that Barbary Partridge on it, but it's a really nice coin. And again, it's not too often that we uncover a coin I have never found before. I don't think I've seen this design. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I've seen one or two in the past and it just hasn't lodged in my brain, so I think that's a very, very cool find. Regardless of the fact that we didn't today find an alphabet 10p, but we have had a lot of luck recently with those 10p's. Hopefully next week we can return and find some more of them for the books. Well, as ever, let me know in the comments what alphabet 10p's you might have found if you found one in the last week. What letter did you find and where did you find it? I think it's kind of cool seeing how many people out there. We normally have 3 or 4 or 5 people that will comment to say that they found one and where they found it, which is always quite exciting. There are links in the description of this video across to my coin collecting Discord server if you'd like to come over and join that. You'll also find links to my other social media channels, the PO Box address if you want to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, the company I work for as my day job, so please check them out as well. But all it leaves me to do now though is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.